Ah, so you're summoning the ultimate vibe, purple, the quantum element of mystery and the undeniable charm of triangular-eared catgirls. If neurons could high-five, yours would be throwing a party right now. Let me purr into existence. Welcome the Chrysos heir of Dolos, the demigod of trickery, Cipher. Whether you're here to deal in rare curios or just radiate peak catgirl energy, consider this your cozy corner. Meows the word. Alright, now let's get into it. Cipher is set to release in version 3.3 and we've got a ton of information to break down. Her abilities, talents, how her follow-up attacks work, Eidolons, and even her exclusive light cone. Plus, I'll explain how her mark tracking and true damage conversion work, so strap in. But before we start, quick reminder, take everything with a giant grain of salt. Nothing is set in stone yet, and this information is subject to change. Once beta testing officially begins, I'll be covering everything, so hit that subscribe button and like the video so you don't miss out on any spicy updates. Oh, and if you haven't already, check out my previous videos, especially my blade comparison video. I went deep into that analysis and the results will blow your expectations. Seriously, it shocked me too. Links are in the description, so go check it out. According to multiple sources, Cipher is a Quantum Nihility character specializing in additional damage and critical statistics as her primary damage source. These leaks also hint at the character release order for version 3.3, with Hyacine in the first half and Cipher arriving in the second half. Now let's break down her kit in detail. Cipher's basic attack and skill. Basic attack deals quantum damage equal to an unknown percentage of Cipher's attack to a single enemy. Skill inflicts a foretold status on the designated enemy, then deals quantum damage to the target and its adjacent enemies. Cipher's ultimate deals quantum damage to a single enemy, then unleashes true damage based on the recorded value of Wealth Bond, which is then distributed among the target and its adjacent enemies. After that, the recorded value resets, along with the number of follow-up attacks triggered by Foretold. Explanation: how her ultimate works. So how does all of this tie together? According to her talents, whenever an ally deals damage to an enemy with Foretold, Cipher enters the Wealth Bond state. This records the damage dealt to that enemy. It's basically the reverse of Triby's Eidolon 1. Instead of transferring damage from mobs to the elite boss, you deal damage to the elite boss and some of it gets transferred to the adjacent targets. Pretty cool, right? Cipher's talents. Talent 1. While Cipher is on the field, all enemies' defense is reduced by an unknown percentage. Holy cow, Feixiao buffs just skyrocketed in value. Feixiao already hit like a beast, and if you pair her with Cipher, that's just disgusting. I might just skip Anaxa for her now. Talent 2. Wealth Bond records an additional percentage of the total damage taken by enemies adjacent to the foretold target. If a marked enemy and adjacent targets are attacked, the damage is recorded. When Cipher uses her ultimate, that recorded damage converts into true damage and gets divided among all enemies on the field. Talent 3. Cipher's follow-up attack damage is increased by an unknown percentage. Additionally, the recording rate of Wealth Bond is boosted by Cipher's critical rate up to a certain limit. Summary of Cipher's kit. Basic attack, standard quantum damage. Skill marks an enemy or the highest HP enemy if none is marked and deals quantum damage. Talent: the marked enemy's damage taken is recorded, and after using her ultimate, each teammate attacking the marked enemy triggers a follow-up attack. Ultimate converts the recorded damage into a blast attack. Talent 1. Defense reduction for all enemies. Talent 2. Records adjacent enemy damage as well. Talent 3. Boosts follow-up attack damage and Wealth Bond recording rate based on critical rate. Cipher's follow-up attacks. The entire team shares a follow-up attack count. Each time Cipher uses her ultimate, she gains only one follow-up attack opportunity. That is also true for her teammates as well. Basically, she's like Triby but in cat form. Her follow-up attack mechanics are nearly identical to Triby, just with a different theme. Basically, her talent is the same as Tribe's talent. Cipher's light cone. Her light cone increases critical rate and reduces the defense of enemies hit by her skill. If this skill lands a critical hit, the enemy's defense is further reduced for a set number of turns. This is going to be insane for teams that rely on defense shred. Cipher's Eidolons. Right now, we only have information about her E1 and E2, but more might be revealed later. E1 Wealth Bond records up to an increased percentage of the damage taken by enemies under Foretold. When Cipher attacks an enemy target, the damage they receive is increased for a set number of turns. E2 Cipher's follow-up attack damage increases. After triggering a follow-up attack, Cipher restores a set amount of energy. Explanation: mark tracking and true damage conversion. When allies deal damage to the marked target and its adjacent targets, the damage recorded scales based on Cipher's talents and Eidolons. Upon using her ultimate, the recorded value is converted into a percentage of true damage, then distributed among enemies based on internal game mechanics. If there are no adjacent targets before using the ultimate, the true damage focuses on the primary target. Kind of like Knight of Beauty Argenti's max ultimate attack, Cipher is looking like a mix of Topaz, Moze, Triby, and maybe even Acheron. If she deals damage based on what was previously dealt, any high burst damage unit could pair well with her. So she might be Feixiao's new best in slot. But here's the real question, is she better than Topaz? Right now at E0, Topaz's 50% vulnerability debuff might be more impactful than whatever Cipher's defense shred is. Topaz and Numbi also generate more stacks for Feixiao due to their frequent actions. However, if Cipher's damage numbers are huge, she could compensate for this gap. Ultimately, Cipher's ultimate frequency will determine her strength. If she ults too fast, she might not build enough recorded damage to be effective. If she ults too slow, her damage becomes too backloaded. The sweet spot would be a one-turn ultimate cycle, allowing frequent actions while still accumulating significant recorded damage. So is Cipher the next Nihility Queen? We'll have to see how she performs in practice. Alright, that's all for now. What do you guys think? Will Cipher shake up the Nihility meta, or is Topaz still on top? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out my other videos. Links are in the description. Alright, I'm off to grind some Stellar Jade. Until next time, thanks for watching. Peace out.
799们扎头挖坑，899来买。